Most AI policies are one of two things: a single vague paragraph that says use AI responsibly, or 15 pages nobody's actually read. Neither one survives an audit, a works council, or a new hire's first real question. Here's what a policy that actually holds up needs: 5 components, 1 live example. We'll walk through all 5, what good looks like for each, the mistakes that sink most policies, and 1 live generation you can copy. Component 1, scope and definitions. Who does this cover? Staff, contractors, vendors. Which AI? Only generative tools or every automated system you use. Vague scope is how a policy quietly fails to cover the tool that actually causes the problem. Component 2, acceptable and prohibited use. The heart of the policy. Concrete examples, not vibes. Approved tools for approved tasks and a specific named list of what's prohibited. Not use good judgment. Component 3, data handling. What data can go into which tools, what must never leave your walls, and how long outputs are retained. This is where most policies go quiet and where most real incidents start. Component 4, accountability and human oversight. Who owns AI decisions? Who reviews high-stakes outputs before they take effect? And what happens when someone ignores the policy, named people, not the team? Component 5, compliance mapping and review. Which obligations actually apply to you, the EUAI Act, sector rules, and a fixed date this policy gets revisited, because a policy written once and never revisited is already out of date. These 5 aren't independent. They reference each other. Scope feeds prohibited use. Prohibited use feeds data handling. Data handling feeds who's accountable when it's violated. Write them in isolation and the seams show immediately. 3 fast mistakes. 1. Borrowing a US template when you operate under EU rules, or the reverse. 2. No concrete prohibited use examples, just vague principles. 3. No named owner, so when something goes wrong, nobody actually has to answer for it. In legal services, the acceptable use section needs its own line on privileged material. A generic "don't upload" confidential data clause doesn't meet the bar a law firm actually needs. In healthcare, data handling has to name PHI specifically, which tools can touch it and which absolutely cannot, spelled out, not implied. Here's what generating one looks like. Pick a sector and jurisdiction, and it produces a 10-section policy with citations woven into the clauses themselves. A risk classification matrix across 4 tiers, a permitted and prohibited list, plus 3 free companions, a procurement checklist, a training matrix, and an AI tools glossary. 5 components, each one feeding the next, 3 mistakes to avoid. There's a free sample linked below. No cost, just your email, the first 2 sections, so you can see exactly what's in it. Subscribe for AI governance you can actually ship. Watch next. The 4 documents every company needs, if a policy is just the start.